There's no point in fighting, haying, hauling, screeching for 6v6 to come back. Looking at you, Samito.
Welcome back to Overthink, the game show where I ask contestants a series of Overwatch hot takes to see where they stand. Feel free to play along in the comments to let me know what your opinions are on these hot takes. And if you'd like to actually be on an episode, go ahead and sign up in my Discord. I host these live on my Twitch channel most Sundays, so please go follow me on there to catch a show live. And lastly, please don't forget to drop a like and subscribe for more content like this. I am afraid of or hold another strong feeling towards competitive. Go. Let's start with Weaver. So you are afraid or hold another strong feeling towards competitive. Let's hear about it.
I hold a very negative opinion towards competitive. After playing it for about 2 years and really holding myself to the rank, there were times where I'd literally look myself in the mirror and be like, oh, you're only platinum. That's probably got to the point where my therapist was like, you should quit playing competitive games all in all. That's a me issue, but still, I've come to dislike competitive to an extent, but I still occasionally play it because I'm only human.
So that's like an interesting point. If you don't mind like diving deeper into that, are you comfortable like talking about like what got to the point of like bringing up like Overwatch like ranked and stuff with your therapist?
It's just hard to explain because I'm someone who has a lot of self-value issues, and I kept talking about Overwatch, and at one point they were just like, just quit playing these games, and then boom, it was a bit better.
Did you attach your value as a person to like your competitive rank?
Oh yeah, 100%. I was just like, oh, I am less than this person because I am a silver, and they are a gold. Did to my friends, people who were at my school who played Overwatch. Like, it was so funny because I'd just be like staring at them like, oh, they're masters, oh, they're so much better than me. And they were probably lying about their rank because they were a child.
So out of curiosity, one's on the chat if you felt that way, where you feel like you've attached kind of like your worth and your value towards your rank in a game or your skill in a game or anything like that. That's so sad. I hope you guys all know, coming from somebody who's been GM, it's just pixels on a fucking screen. It really is. Like, somebody who has been GM is not any better or any cooler or anything of a person than somebody who's been bronze all their life, except me because I'm the coolest. But I was just born that way. Has nothing to do with being GM. I'm just kidding.
I was actually debating between whether to be slightly agree or disagree, because it's not fear for me. It's more just like I see myself as a certain skill level, and when the game has its rank resets and pushes me down, and particularly like 2 seasons ago when they did the big rank reset, I see myself as a diamond tank, plat support, and gold DPS. And now everything is plat, and it just doesn't quite feel right, and it makes me feel a certain type of way. It's a little bit of a climb just getting to where you are, and then to have that taken away after a rank reset is just kind of exhausting.
I hold a grudge against competitive, really, because it's more serious than quick play, and like whenever I play it, I have to make sure that everything is perfect, like good Wi-Fi, good ping, so that I don't mess up. But I also have a grudge against it, more because I'm just like stuck in between silver and gold, and it's like really hard. So
I don't really have a strong feeling for comp. I kind of ended up like, I don't really care like what my rank is going to be. I just kind of treat it like it's just quick play with high stakes. So if I want to get serious, I be serious.
I obviously know the differences between quick play and competitive, and I'm not scared of either. But comp, obviously, you're supposed to take it more serious. But with the state of the game, like, I encounter it all the time. I've been GM for almost since the game's release, even staying in it with the reset last season. So basically, I don't have any strong feelings against it. I don't play it too often. Sometimes I'll just sit down, grind up to top 500. But I don't like to. But I know I can. So I just do it.
Before I want to give my opinion, GK, I just want to say that no matter what rank you are, I bet you would be a great teammate to play with and calm.
I'm gonna cry!
Well, thank you.
That's so sweet. What the fuck? You guys are meant to be fighting on this show, not being wholesome as hell.
Anyway, me personally, I am not scared of comp. I feel like comp and quick play. I've been playing quick play since Overwatch 1, and it was so much fun in Overwatch 1. But ever since this is Overwatch 2, honestly, I feel like I got more sweaty in the quick play matches than in the comp matches. I know I'm not a high rank, but I feel like every time I climb that one rank up higher, I feel a bit more satisfaction. So I don't really have fear necessarily of playing comp, but I do get why people would be scared of comp, because people would just be flaming you in chat, and that happens to me a lot. But typically I'm going with a mindset of, it's just quick play with high stakes, so if I lose, too bad. If I win, yes, let's go. And yeah, that's about it.
I feel like people do or would look down on me if they knew I'm an avid quick play player. Go.
I have 1,900 hours in quick play, and that's over the course of almost 10 years. So I like playing with my friends, and I can't play comp with some of them. I'm a GM. I've had a few friends in High Masters, GMs about the same as me. But I also have friends in Diamond, Platinum, and there have been times where during a flame session, they will look at my career profile. I have nothing to hide. I don't care. I don't use the feature, private profile feature. I've been called Quick Play Warrior multiple times. I've been told I don't know how to play the game because all I know is quick play. Because I like playing with my friends. And one more thing that doesn't really have anything to do with quick play in general. Some of my friends and I get made fun of because we stack together. It's like, my fault you don't have friends, man. Sorry. That's your problem. I like playing with my friends. If you don't have any, that's your problem. Sorry.
Look, I feel like if people look at me in like a grand scheme of things, at the end of the day, I'm a plot player, trying to climb to diamond, trying to see how far I can go. When they will look in quick play, they'll be like, he's just a plot player. He just doesn't know much. He's a quick play warrior. And, like, he just always plays quick play, so he must be bad at game. And then I win game, and then they're like, he's actually good at game. But yeah, the prejudgment is always going to be there from teammates, from etc. They're like, he's Wayne Diva, like, can you just pick something else? It's like, nah, I'll just pick Diva and like see how it goes. But yeah, I feel judgment every time when I'm in a match, and then when I like load in and in a quick play in a comp game, and people will be like, he's just a quick play, and then just like a lot less like confidence, you know?
Now, I'm in somewhat disagree. Yes, people do judge. That is an undeniable fact, which is why I'm hearing somewhat. But I feel as if it doesn't matter, and these people just need to go touch grass. Like, come on now. This is just a game. Like, it's quick play. There's no need to be like, you're so... You all you do is quick play. Wow, such a loot. It doesn't matter. Go touch some grass. Maybe chat with someone. Perhaps a professional in mental health.
Basically, I agree with J-Tig is saying. This is a game. I don't understand why they would be taking it this seriously. Like, some people just want to play this game for fun. Like, I don't understand why people are getting mad, or sometimes, like, I don't know why they want me to, like, play a specific character sometimes, because, like, I literally, like, sometimes I want to play some Life Leaver because, like, I want to get better at him. So I play him in quick play and, like, just want to get used to his skills and stuff. And just people just want me to switch because either I'm not healing enough, or, like, I'm messing my pedals, and I'm like, boy, I'm still learning this character. Please leave me alone.
I feel like it would have been a much bigger problem in Overwatch 1 to be perceived as a quick play player, but like in Overwatch 2, you've been seeing more and more creators who have adopted playing quick play and hardly ever play ranked anymore, just because of a combination of the direction of balance and the environment. And I would say that also it's probably a problem that is more skewed towards the end of top 500 players and high GM, whereas like in Plat, it's kind of like the only variation of this question that I can see being brought up is like, if you're gonna go sweat, then just play ranked. But I don't feel like that really applies to the question being asked.
I asked this question on the last Overthink, where I brought on 10 competitive players. I was really interested to see what people thought on the competitive show, but I figured let me ask this again to casual players. So here we go. I prefer 6v6. Go.
Yes, I am such a hard 6v6 proponent, man. I miss playing with my tank duo. I had a duo that I played with in Overwatch 1, and it was so much fun. And like, the overall tank playstyle just gave you so much room to do so much more. What attracted me to D.Va was the idea that the playstyle was that I'm supposed to be everywhere on the field at once and be this hyperactive, like almost to a mental illness degree, going back and forth between all the various threats on the field. And now it's kind of like I'm forced to just be a passive tickle from my high ground spot and wait for an opening to occur, and then I can maybe do something, and I immediately have to get out whether or not I actually am able to follow through and accomplish anything. And it is just so lame. The counter swapping thing wasn't an issue in 5v5. I could go on and on for hours.
I'm not gonna lie, in the beginning of Overwatch 2, I was kind of excited to just play 5v5 because I thought, ooh, only in tank, which means I have more chances to pop up by myself and then feel more like if I'm diffing the tank, ooh, I'm doing really well, I'm better than a tank. And the more I play, the more I realize, actually I'm taking all the cooldowns. I'm taking everything. I can't go aggro as I used to be in the 6v6 with D.Va. Now I gotta play way more passive, gotta wait until the opportunity happens, and then strike, and then go back, and then wait and rinse and repeat. I've been getting a lot more individual kills, like kills I wouldn't get as often in Overwatch 1, but at the same time, the cost is like everyone's gonna be focused on me 24/7. Like the one chance I get when the DPS pops it out is when I can go in and like, I can do something, and then, oh no, they pick the counter picks. I wish there was another tank with me that can help me out, just take the damage, and just overall help me out in the game, bro. I need help, man. I need cooldowns, sure.
I know that a lot of people are against 6v6 because they're like, oh, double shield will come back. And if we remember correctly, it's Sigma Orisa.
Yep.
Orisa no longer has a shield with her rework. And going back to the tank part, as a support, I really enjoyed playing with double tank because you had the off tank to come back and peel for you when you had those flankers and the dive. This ties back to the support problem that we were talking about earlier. So I do think 6v6 would solve those problems overall.
I'm in a somewhat agreed position because, one, I've never played Overwatch 1, so I probably don't have a feel for it, but I just want to experience it at some point to see how it feels. And also, like, I actually feel like sometimes tanks are just having like a hard time being the front themselves. Like, I've seen certain tanks just actually have to back up so much because they take so much damage that like they need somebody else to go into the front with them, or they just need to get consistently healed. And I feel like maybe another tank can help with that. And like if people see that double shield is gonna be an issue, they could like increase the cooldown on certain shields, then like make it where like you can't like just continuously place them down after the other one. After it breaks, like everybody can just target the shield if need be. I feel like another tank would be needed because sometimes like front instantly dies, like our tank dies, we all have to go back and then like we can't do anything about it, and then we have to regroup, and sometimes when we regroup we still can't push forward because they just have such a strong defense.
I did play quite a bit of Overwatch 1. And I did like 6v6. I did like having a tank duo, someone else to take the heat for me. But I also like 5v5, and which is probably crazy to hear because tank is the most abused role in the game. It's been miserable to play for quite a while, but I like seeing Blizzard and the Balance team try different things. I like 5v5 in its own way, and I dislike 6v6 in its own way.
So after hearing like the opinions of everyone, I kind of see the sentiment of like why the debate is even there. Like I have played 6v6. Like it was nice. I like it. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, I'm slowly getting used to the 5v5 environment. Like yesterday, I had like 8 wins in a row. Like I was playing tank, like with different tanks. I was like D.Va in this one game. I was Sigma in this one game. I was Malga in this one game. I was Reinhardt in this one game. I was Ursa in this one game. I was Winston in this one game. I was Zarya in this one game. I had like a good amount of moments in those games, like being like the sole tank. Like there are moments where I do wish I have a duo tank with me, but I'm slowly getting used to 5v5, but I do miss 6v6.
I have some bias because I was there during the peak of GOATs. I was there when roll queue was added. I was there when the scrolls were made. But I personally feel the benefits of 5v5 are just better than the benefits of 6v6. Now, does that mean that the downside of 5v5 are better. No, I think the downsides are actually worse in 5v5 than 6v6. We're in too deep at this point, y'all. Like, it's been over a year. If they're gonna do 6v6, they would probably do something about it now. And there's no point in fighting, heeing, hauling, screeching for 6v6 to come back. Looking at you, Samito.
Quick play is just as much of a try-hard environment as ranked is. Go.
I feel like the quick play matches have become way more competitive than the actual comp game, to the point that they will be switching first team fight instantly 5 counter switches, and I'm like, I kind of wanted to play this character, so I keep playing the character, and I lose the game, and I'm like, oh well, that was not really cool. And it happens every single game, and I'm like, this shouldn't be designed like this. I feel like quick play should be designed to have fun and just mess around and pick characters I don't play and get good at them. And instead everyone's just counterpicking me, and I'm like, I kind of forced into a bad spot where I can't really play what I want to play, but at the same time I don't want to pick my mains and win the game.
Literally earlier today, I was playing and just playing some Winston, and I killed a Widow and immediately types in chat, okay, bet, swaps to Reaper, and hard focuses me, and after the game we had lost, messages me free. So I'm kind of sick of just wanting to play with my friends and practice some characters I'm not very good at, and I do too well and I get punished by their entire team swapping. I've been practicing some Doom, then they swap Sombra, Roadhog, Anna, Brig, characters like that, and I am not allowed to play the character anymore.
On the Grease Dance Holy Damn, I also experienced that, but I think on my end, I don't severely get that hard punished. I do have some games where there's just really fun. It's just nonsense. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much it. I just don't there are a few games where I don't get hard punished, so that's why I'm not super agree, but I do get them. I do get the point.
I chose neutral because it's either whenever you're playing, it's either your team is going to go serious or you guys aren't. So that's why I say neutral, because if you're playing with your friends, they could be telling you to actually start killing people even though you want to have fun. So that's where it gets sweaty and whatnot. But then there's also other teams where you just want to have fun, laugh it out. I say it could be the same amount of sweat as playing competitive.
I chose somewhat disagree based on kind of more how I think it should be, but everything the Agrees said, especially about the counter swapping, is just kind of that is so true. I cannot deny it. Counterwatch is not what Overwatch is, and it's definitely not what quick play should be, but it does happen all the time, but it shouldn't, so that's why I'm here.
I actually quite agree with what Grunk said, but here's why I'm in strongly disagree. Yes, counter swamping sucks, but at the end of the day, it's quick play. It ends quickly. It does not matter at the end of the day. You don't lose anything. You don't gain anything. You go back to the way it was. You go back to the queue after it ends. Sometimes it's miserable for 5 minutes. Oh well, queue in for another 3 and you'll maybe get better luck for the next 5 or 10 minutes. I don't think it really matters.
Video games are very much something to do with your mental health, and if you find yourself getting too tilted, especially about quick play where you're counterpicked and counter swap, I can understand your frustration, but at the end of the day, it is a quick play match. It's quick and it's done and over with. It's like GG, go next. That's kind of the attitude I have about it.
The 3, I play easy mode, and I play to win. I love to die, and I like to BRB. All systems checked out, group up with me. 2 to the 1, to the 1, to the 3, I'm here to party. GG. A giant gorilla can keep up with me? You can't be serious.